at the center of all of this, and that is Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Now, Mr. Attorney General, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here with us today. Your opinion is the one being relied upon by the governor about abandonment of office. Let's talk about that. I know that in your opinion, you stated that a court would have to decide whether or not the actions amounted to abandonment. So how would they do so? What would be the elements?
Yeah, so this was an opinion we put together just as an idea a couple of years ago when the Democrats did the same thing during redistricting. It's never been tried. It was a new idea that we came up with, and we'd have to take each Democrat and file likely in their county. So we're talking about 51 different causes of action, and we just have to see how the courts would rule. But eventually, I'm guessing this would go to the Texas Supreme Court, and they ultimately would make the ruling. And they're obviously a Republican court, all Republican court.
And what would happen, Mr. Attorney General, if a court did decide that they had abandoned their office?
Then I believe the governor can appoint replacements for the temporary purpose of dealing with this session. And then ultimately there would be special elections to replace these people permanently.
And as you mentioned, this has happened before. Not too long ago, the Texas Democrats fled. I believe it was in 2021. Can you remind me and the viewers what happened then? They managed to stall a vote, but what was the eventual outcome?
It's very similar to when I was in the Texas House. They left for this is the first time they ever used this tactic in 2003 when we were redistricting, again, just redistricting. And they've used the tactic now. This is, I think, the third time in 20 years. And both previous times, different governors, Perry and Abbott, they stuck to their guns. They kept calling him back. Every 30 days, we'd have a new session. And ultimately, these people, I guess, they don't want to all have to live in these Democratic states in the North. They all came back, and we ended up getting a vote. We passed the redistricting maps that we needed to pass. So
eventually, it passed, regardless of this little foray. But it can delay. But you know what, Mr. Attorney General, it's expensive to delay, to run away. I think last time it was 38 days. They managed to stay out of the state. I believe it's a $500 a day penalty for doing this. So that's a lot of money that they're racking up in fines, not to mention the jets that they took, the private jets that they took. The governor has mentioned something about bribery. What do you make of who's funding this entire, AWOL leisure time for Democrats?
Well, there's a couple ways to find out. I don't know who's funding it, but there's a couple ways. Ultimately, they're going to have to report. They're going to have a special session report that will be due very shortly after special session. So, we'll know in the next, say, month and a half who funded it. And then ultimately it's up to local district attorneys. Most of these are Democratic district attorneys, by the way, and for these Democrats to prosecute. So that's, I think, an unlikely, a small probability. If I had the authority to go do it, if the legislature would give me the authority, which we don't have in Texas, we could handle this. But right now, it's up to a bunch of Democratic DAs.
Okay. Well, we'll see how the story unfolds. It's 1 o'clock tomorrow, right? They've got to be back by 1 o'clock tomorrow, or this process begins on holding them accountable. Attorney General Ken Paxton, thanks so much for being with us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.